I'm still struggling. I'm pushing the CPC. I'm trying to go, okay, what's a sweet spot? Where can I find this sweet spot to get a really cheap CPC? All right, well, here's a question for you. I've actually been running a test with doing the same thing. Search campaign, not shopping. Search campaign, starting at low CPCs, optimizing for, tickling a feather, whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is, just something that's irrelevant. And then I'm still struggling. I'm pushing the CPC. I'm trying to go, okay, what's a sweet spot? Where can I find this sweet spot to get a really cheap CPC? And when I look at the keyword tool, $3 is like first page bid. I'm up to around 250, and I'm really still struggling to get CPCs. At what stage do we just keep pushing it until we start getting clicks? And because theoretically I could be probably getting the same cost per click anyway, because I'm getting that around that $3 cost per click in a Performance Max campaign that I'm running.
So you have a search campaign that's on manual with no eCPC.
That's it. Yep.
And not conversion tracking.
Oh, I've got some obscure conversion action set to it. Yes, not purchase. I'm not optimized for purchase.
Okay. The goal is leads or sales.
Well, it's e-com. It's
okay. Well, what I'm saying is the actual campaign goal that the campaign goal that it's using. So if it's set to sales.
I'm just having a look. I don't think I said no goal. I've got no goal.
Got it. So that's what's interesting is this has only worked for me, and it's just been by chance. It's when the goal is sales or when the goal is leads. If there is no goal, it doesn't violently react, because that's what it's trying to. I think that's the side effect of the reaction.
Gotcha. So you have to put in a marketing objective.
Yeah. So sorry, that's the marketing objective. I forget what it's called inside the settings. I always say goals, but that's what's the conversion tracking. But yes, a marketing objective. And I've seen the biggest results. I see the biggest results if it's what's it called? Tracking conversions and then has it removed. So I think that there's something there where, again, I haven't started one from scratch yet because I've been wanting to see what the reaction is, and I think this is also giving me the reaction that I'm getting because it's trying to optimize for sales and is now no longer getting sales.
I have a question because you said something interesting where well, you said something interesting where you said it was already tracking conversions and then you shut it off, right? Do you think there's a lag between what's getting clicks and what's converting until it shifts keywords and focus and then it dies out after? Or is it still too early to check? Well,
mine's been running since April 25th, the same way still on for like the four campaigns. So this is the first time I've done a search campaign, and that was on the 30th. And what's funny is my positioning and my searches actually got tighter. It's very odd.
Interesting. So it focused on the keywords you wanted even more relative to what it was doing before.
Yeah, and rewarding me with a better position and cheaper CPC, even if it's only 25% of the first page bid. And I'll share this with you. It's the strangest thing.
Because my thought is I still think there's some form of learning involved in it. I think what just the thing is it realized what keyword it needed to focus on historically that converted well for it, and because your objective was still sales or it had some conversion data on it, it knew which keywords to put its focus to, and then just started going down that rabbit hole, getting you cheaper clicks and more clicks essentially. My search terms were less close variants, and I think it's going to be
a bit of a learning process. I think it's because it's a very, very, very competitive industry. Now, forklift certification is extremely competitive. So that's what I'm learning, is that when it is a very competitive industry, when it knew what was happening, I almost started to beat my competitors, because I potentially think the reaction is Google says, okay, if this is not completing the objective, they're going to pull spend. Remember, the number one thing Google wants is revenue. And that's why Performance Max, takes so much credit, is if I could show a good ROAS, you'll put more money into it. And because Google can price fix and charge arbitrarily, the more revenue, the more ROAS, the more spent. So that's why enhanced conversions is only a 4% increase in your search campaigns and a 12% increase in your shopping campaigns. But they are going after everybody who has an active Google Ads account and says, no, you got to do enhanced conversions. It's why, so we can more accurately see what is worth to you.
No, it makes sense.
Hi everyone, Regina here with Solutions 8. Today I'm going to talk to you about the secret killer that is holding your Google ad campaigns back. And that is page speed. Okay, page speed doesn't seem like a big deal at first glance, but you have to believe me. I've seen it with my own eyes. I had a client who fixed their page